anybody who's concerned about national parks under your ideology.
National what?
National parks, who values that as something the federal government does.
I'm sorry, I don't think.
National parks?
Parks? Oh, okay. Well, you know, ideally, in a society, in a free society, parks would either be locally owned, state-owned, or, you know, privately owned. And it wouldn't need that you have to have national parks. But let me tell you, if all our other problems were solved, we had a sensible foreign policy, we had a monetary policy, and we were all thriving, and there were national parks, I would say, it sure wouldn't motivate me to go into politics. You know? I would do what I could to try to maintain parks, especially the grand parks. But the government owns a lot more than parks. You know, they own as much property as 1/3 of the United States. Everything east of the Mississippi, that's how much land they own. Texas came into the Union, and we had no state-owned property. We're getting more and more all the time because the federal government comes in. But it was all privately owned. It was developed and resources, and they worked out oil rights and everything else. So it can be done. But on parks, I think that should be low on our list. And if you had some national parks, that wouldn't get me too upset. But if you wanted to be an idealist and set it up and say, ideally, would you have to have the federal government to do it? I would lean toward, though, allowing people that use the parks you know, to pay user fees. Because, you know, what percentage of people get to go to the grand parks out in the West? I have no idea, but let's say only 5% ever get to use it. I mean, why is it 95%, you know, pay for all the expense of it? So if it's more local or more private, or even if it's federal government, I think a user fee isn't the worst thing to do. And even, you know, ideally you can come up with all kinds of schemes about private highways and all that. That's not going to happen. But we do have a user fee with our highway fees, you know, our gasoline tax. The trouble is, they take that money, then they spend it on something else, then you have to get a new appropriation, then you have to play politics to try to get your money back to your district, and then if you do, then you get accused of you know, getting special interest and using power to get your money back. But a user fee is good. If you had a user fee for our highway, what you could do is have one person in the office. Oh, we got umpteen billions of dollars in gasoline tax. And all they have to do is divide up the people in each state or, you know, decide to say, send the money back. You can do that with one guy on a computer. But instead, we have a Department of Transportation, probably has tens of thousands of people, you know, playing politics with it all. Let's see.
We have one more question.